I do troll sometimes. Whenever some of my straight friends are like talking about like girls that they smash, I'm like, pause, bro. Nobody wants to hear about that vagina.
See, that's
I'm
funny.
gonna that out.
Yeah.
Crazy. Lately, I feel like a scam.
What's going on, guys? We are back with another episode of Jay What's Next with Jay Ryan. And I got some friends on set today. I want you guys to give it up for my close friend, Alan Christopher, in the building. Alan Christopher, what up?
What's happening? How are you?
I'm so good. I had a long night, but you know.
I mean, it happens. You are Jay Ryan, so not surprised by that.
Welcome to the Jay Ryan Show. I want you guys to also give it up for my girl, Asia Shabazz, in the building. And last but not least, my girl, Brittany Colombo, has made an appearance here on the set. Oh, I love that we're all like in sync. Did we like plan this out today? It's giving black.
The all black everything, it's just giving.
It's
It's giving
giving.
everything it needs to give, okay?
Right.
It was for me. It was given. I was rushing to get here today. So I was like, what's gonna make me look good, easy?
Yo. I feel like this is my everyday. I'm gonna always wear something all black. To be honest.
You know, black is my thing, mainly because it makes me look skinny. So
We love that.
I also just feel like it makes me pop. So I'm always going to be
I feel that.
Yeah.
I like with all black. I feel like people are always like, "You dress so well," and I'm like, all I do is wear black.
Right.
But hey, I'll take it.
Yeah.
It's my uniform.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yep.
Anyway, so I got some cool friends in here today, guys, and we're going to be talking about some dope things. And I actually wanted to start because it was a few weeks ago now. When was the Met Gala? Last week?
First
It
Monday
was.
of May.
Yeah.
So 2 weeks now. Damn. May is going by so fast, but I did want to get into the Met Gala and ask you guys, and I'll start with you, Alan. Who are your top 3 picks for the Met Gala?
Ooh, top 3. Unfortunately, the females actually just really came through. I was ready for the guys to really take the cake here, but females really came through. I think my top 3 will have to be Tessa Thompson.
Damn, I don't remember. I did see her.
Yeah, and then she had
good.
the fan with like Andre's face on it, which was like legendary.
Oh, yeah.
Best dress for sure. I really enjoy Kerry Washington.
Okay.
Oh, yeah,
I
I
thought
like
she was
Carrie's.
dope with the back out. I think it was great, a great moment for her. And I think for my 3rd pick, I would have to say Jodie Smith. In Burberry.
Oh, Jodie. You know,
Yeah.
Jodie
She
does
put that
really
shit
well
on
every
her.
year.
Like she's the doll.
Yeah,
Like she
she
really
put her
puts the
shit
shit
on.
on.
She was eating.
Yeah,
Oh, with the
eating
hat.
down.
Yeah.
Yeah, she did.
I think it was just like a great
Oh,
moment.
from the
Yeah.
top to the
Yeah,
bottom,
she
honey.
did.
Like
She's
on that chocolate
snatched.
skin.
Yeah,
like,
snatched.
let's get into it, right?
Can we get into
It
that?
was good.
Looking
I
like
think
a
those
dark
are my
cherry.
top 3 if I had to really. like,
Okay,
narrow
those are
it
some
down
good
to
ones.
3.
Yeah.
Asia, what's your top?
See, what's crazy is I liked the gentlemen.
Me
this
too.
year.
I
Oh
actually
my
liked the
God.
guys too.
Oh, more than the girls. I just felt like
I agree.
this was their year to shine, and I feel like they really stepped up. Like, we kind of talked about this a little bit before, but I really liked Pharrell's, okay? I was very into, just the classic.
I think that we give him too much, and I love Pharrell, and I think we just love Pharrell, and we always
for
have
sure.
because he's Pharrell.
Yeah.
But for him to be like
No.
running this, I don't feel like
What did you want him to show up in?
I needed
He's
his
I
wife to
needed
show
him
up
to
in something
take it
too.
there, and
What the
yes.
fuck was that?
I
What
get
was
it.
she wearing?
I get the detail of the jacket being the
I do.
pearls. I
Yes,
get
that
that
was-
he
that
put
was
his
really fire.
Invisalign
His Invisalign
in gold.
was dripped in all
Like
gold.
he does cool
Invisalign,
things,
though?
but the fact that it takes for you
Legendary,
Sponsored
innovative.
But the fact that it takes for you to tell us before we knew is where the issue is. If he wasn't doing interviews, then we wouldn't know any of these. Just
for
looking
the,
at
like,
him.
for the normal person. Like,
Yeah.
they're not going to know that happened.
Right.
I mean,
but this is
Pharrell.
Pharrell. This is what he does. He's always clean cut. He's not walking around with a bag on
But you
his head.
also knew about this theme like a year before it was happening. And
You
that's what
are
saw
over
it
it.
with
I
is
wanted-
that
I-
year.
He was over it, which is why I liked what he did. He was very clean, very cut. I'm like, he's handsome.
He was over it and he
Black
looked
on
over
crack.
it.
Yeah.
I'm very into it. It's
But I
just one of those, you
mean-
don't have to do too much. And if you don't have to do too much, live in that honey.
No.
Okay?
I don't know.
How
It's not,
He
the
needed
worst,
to do
it's not the worst thing, but it was definitely
yeah.
not
I
the
mean,
worst,
it
for sure.
looked like half of his suit is not even done. Like, why aren't the pants pearl too? Why
if
didn't
the
we
pants
go that
were
far?
pearl,
Okay, I'll
let's
do
go all
that.
pearl.
If the pants were
But
pearl, I
let
would
they
have lived
flare
for it.
out,
for
they're
it.
flaring. I'm into it.
They're
Okay.
Everybody's pants are
weird.
flaring nowadays.
And
My
I'm-
pants are
I
flaring.
feel like we're flaring.
Okay, like let's get over
You
it.
feel me?
Like,
Okay. So
Okay.
then my other one was ASAP. Like,
Oh,
Rocky.
girl. I don't like any of yours this
That's
year.
okay.
Because
That's
another person
okay.
that was on the board that didn't do
But
anything
that's
for
what I'm
me.
saying. I feel like this theme, you guys are missing the point. Like, this is...
I think they missed it.
They're capturing it.
Or
How
did
can they
they?
miss it?
Lost
And they
it.
created it. They invent... This is their theme that they came up
I
with.
think that's the problem, is that they were both on the board of making this happen this year. And I think that A$AP and Pharrell, to me, stand out more when they're just getting shot by paparazzi walking down the street. They get more fashion cred. Here, it's like, for their bigger events, to me, they always let us down.
I just feel like
And that's what I don't like.
He fell short this time. Like, I know, like, maybe he had, like, his wife, like, Rihanna, do her thing. And, like, maybe that's where he put his passion into. But really, like, he looks like a pedestrian.
You
Like,
know-
what's going
with
on?
the
He looks like
umbrella?
You know,
civilian at most. Civilian at
GQ
most.
magazine did that shoot before the Met Gala. Remember that shoot that came out that everybody was in? Can we pull that up? The GQ magazine pre-Met Gala shoot.
Let me see.
And I felt like that shoot
better?
was like a cheat code for what we expected the Met
see
Gala
him.
to be.
Absolutely.
That shoot was so
Absolutely.
amazing that by the time,
But is this not what Pharrell was giving? Is this
no,
not what
because what the theme was
Rocky was
textiles.
giving
and
rock.
for what the theme was for, pretty much it should have been textiles and colors for what black tailoring was giving, and I felt like everybody went
Fantastic.
so basic by going grays and blacks.
That's
fire.
fantastic.
Do you see how amazing this shoot was?
Yeah, these
This
are
is what I was
great.
expecting
These are great.
to be at the Met Gala.
This is what I expected, especially because of the era and the time that they're pulling
Exactly.
from.
Look at
And
the
it's
girls.
just like, wow, like, look at even
Amazing.
Yeah. Like, that is beautiful. And it's so simple.
I think
like,
also like it's kind of like their interpretation of what it meant to them.
mhm.
So I think that this idea of like what we expected to see versus that, but I
Yeah.
think that like regardless of what you interpret it to be, it should have been a little bit more louder and bolder.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
That's
and
it.
shout out to GQ for making this happen, because
Yeah,
this,
it's a
to me, this took the cake
beautiful-
more
it's a
than the Met Gala did.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Who was your third?
I liked Keith. I also liked Diana.
Yeah, I
like
stole
the
all
queen.
mine. Okay.
But I did love
That's why
Diana.
you shouldn't talk about things before the show starts.
I didn't know you were gonna say Diana. I didn't know you were gonna say Diana. But
I
look
like
at this
Diana.
moment.
Diana
I mean, yeah,
Ross
she
killed it.
aged.
I will
Honey.
say this, and she is one of my favorites too. And it was actually designed by Ugo Mosier, who is a
Come
friend
on,
of ours. So
Ugo.
shout out to Ugo for doing your
Yeah.
thing.
Mhm.
And I actually even liked Evan Ross standing
Yes.
next to Diana, who
Absolutely.
Ugo also dressed and designed.
Yeah.
Um,
Shout out to Ugo.
I
Come on,
will
Ugo.
say,
Scorpio
I don't feel like
brother.
Diana was on theme, but because it's Diana Ross, who gives a fuck? You
I
know?
know.
cares?
She doesn't have to.
Now.
I mean, she's been.
But the hat is giving it. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
I'll
The
for
hat's
sure.
giving
I'll
dandy.
give
She
that.
has the fur
and her.
going over. I think it was. That's the thing.
And
Is
she
I
was
did
in
think
the
it
era.
was
I love
in
that.
Yeah, she
like,
was
she's
there.
in
Yeah.
this, so
She
how
was
is she
for sure.
happy?
Peak.
And,
She's like,
and like I said, because it's Diana, it's like,
Yeah.
give it that. Now, the only reason I guess it was like, in my opinion, because I didn't love Megan Thee Stallions, but I felt like Megan had a similar outfit on.
Can we
Nah,
go Meg?
It's Megan Thee Stallion had a
Yo.
similar outfit on to
Megan should've
Diana
stayed
Ross,
home.
and I mean, people kind of came for her.
Oh, yeah.
So I was like, and
But
I
that's
get
because that's dandy. You know what I mean?
Is
It's
people.
What was
No,
that?
Where's the
Yes.
suit?
no, not her.
Oh. Yeah. I mean, like the
Love you,
jacket
Megan.
could have been a little, but this prom dress, like
I
I'm
didn't
just-
love
It's a
Megan's
chop for
look,
me.
but I
It's
did
very
feel like
chop.
she got crucified a lot, and it was not too far off from a similar style to Diana Ross's.
Got it.
Obviously, Diana killed it in it, but it was similar. And I was like, damn, like. why
Well,
they
not for
crucifying her
nothing.
so
Meg
bad?
was like, or Diana was like, "What you asked for," and then Meg was like, "But what you get?" You know.
Proceed.
Yeah.
Okay.
Woo.
So,
Okay.
that's what I was giving.
Diana said Ugo
See.
Mosier, she said Michael
See.
Kors. One of my
Okay.
favorites actually was Keith Powers, and this was his
Okay.
first Met Gala. Shout out to Keith. He is a friend of ours. He was just, it was simple, and for this to be his first time, he just looked so clean.
It was
I
great.
don't mean to object,
I
but
would have
how
loved
could you
hat.
like him but not like Pharrell or Rocky?
Because
It's
Keith,
giving the same vibe.
it's not.
No.
Keith has different patterns.
Oh, good
Okay.
lord.
He has different patterns. I like that the cut of the pants are wide-legged. I like that the jacket is short.
Mhm.
Keith ate this.
Yeah.
He ate.
Yeah,
he ate. But that's what I'm
He
saying.
ate.
If you thought he ate, that's why I'm like, Pharrell and Rocky ate too.
I think Pharrell and
What did they
Rocky-
eat off of? A small plate?
They must have ate
great.
before they
They
got
might
there.
have had a smoothie.
Yeah,
They're not
you're
even
right.
in a
They must
meal.
have
They
been
had a
fasting
smoothie
because
fasting.
I didn't see
They're on the alkaline
nothing.
diet.
Right.
Baby, they had.
Who are
Okay.
your three?
Ooh, okay. So I'm really mad because I don't know his name and I feel so fucking terrible. But he took the imagery from JoJo Bizarre. It's a anime, and it was like a heart cutout in his outfit. He fucking ate down. Like he had this.
Oh,
little,
is this? Oh,
You see this?
this is Alta
Oh.
Mason.
Yes.
And this
you
was
see
actually
this?
also designed by Ugo Mosier.
Yeah.
Ugo.
Yo.
Ugo, yeah, Ugo,
Eight-
you did your thing.
MVP.
Eight. Now he got this from JoJo Bizarre. See, there we go.
Mm.
Oh,
it's
cool.
an anime, and he took the same inspiration from that and put it into this suit. And now when Baby took off that little black thing, I said,
Right.
Yeah.
you know, mask turned on.
There we go. Yeah.
Yeah,
I
this
didn't know
is a
what
good
to
one.
do. I didn't know what to
I like
do.
that boot, too.
He
I
ate
like this a lot. I didn't love it, and I think because I see Alta Mason in similar looks like this,
More
I think
regular.
that's why it didn't do much for me.
Right.
He wrecked
Yeah.
this. And
But I
think-
did like
I
it.
think it's I like it because I think it's his interpretation of what Dandy is
Yeah.
to
Right.
like him today.
Okay.
Yeah.
And it still was like still a moment.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's what we was expecting from a Pharrell or
Yes.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Like
But,
that's what
okay.
I wanted. I wanted you to put that shit on for real.
Yeah.
Right.
This is not like that other. What was that?
Yeah.
We thought and didn't.
Right.
finish
What
the
you
thought
ordered versus what you
process.
got.
Yeah.
That's the new one.
I really loved Jenny from Blackpink. She did a all Chanel outfit where it was like a peekaboo, like kind of like jumpsuit, but then she had a skirt with it.
There it is.
And it was very kind. I love that with that like timeless hat, what's like
Oh, yeah,
kind of
like
like
this.
Chanel's
Yeah, that's
like
good.
staple.
Mhm.
It is very
It's
Chanel
simple,
staple.
modest.
Yeah.
You know, it's a very clean look.
Was she
I
the one
really
who was
like
on
it.
White Lotus?
Was she on White
I
Lotus?
Was that her?
Oh, I thought it was. Maybe.
I think it's her.
Maybe.
Yeah.
I could be wrong.
Yeah, that is her.
Okay. Yeah.
Or
I
was
love
it the
that.
other girl
Oh, I don't know.
next to her? It was
No,
Lisa
the-
that's on White Lotus?
The other girl next to her is Lisa. That's the like pop star.
Lisa. So Lisa was on it. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, look at that with the pearls. Come on now, clutch me.
Yeah.
You
yeah.
feel?
It's cute. It's cute.
Yeah,
It's
and then
cute.
Shady
No,
one.
yeah. I felt all the shade turned away.
Right, like, 'cause you went in on that. You
Yeah,
like,
very,
this is
yeah.
it. She
Yeah.
was
It was
I'm
very,
mad.
and it was on theme. And then I love Zendaya. She came in just eating.
You know, the crazy
I
thing is
like
I actually
it.
did like Zendaya too because I felt like
Simple,
Wow.
People-
clean.
I think that
Wow.
people
Contradicting.
Listen, it's not because I think that people expect so much from Zendaya and they were waiting for this crazy look. And I mean, you guys love Pharrell, so I don't know why you
That's
didn't
what
love
I'm saying.
Zendaya.
So how
Did I
could you
say
love
I love
Zendaya?
Because
I love
look
Pharrell.
at the fit on her.
Look
This
at
thing
It's
was
tailored,
altered to her
honey.
body
Yeah,
down.
Dandy.
Yes.
I would've loved some
Pharrell was
gloves
not
with it.
tailored.
Pharrell was tailored.
Girl,
Don't play.
them boot cuts were
I
flooded.
It was a
would've-
flare.
Yeah.
They were
the flare.
flaring up above them
Flare.
socks,
I
girl.
don't. Can we?
Okay,
Looking
so,
like
like,
capris.
Zendaya is always gonna look good, right? Law does his thing with her, like it's always on point. I think that she does suit so well that I was expecting something else. Like for me, I wish she also just didn't have the hat on.
Why?
So I feel like it made her just look way older.
Well, the
Right,
hat
so
was
I
paying,
wanna-
the hat was the moment, and I think it was paying. They said they
I
were paying
feel like
homage
she
to
should've had
Diana
gloves
Ross.
with
Yeah,
it.
but like, nah, it just wasn't hitting for me. I actually enjoy Zendaya at the Oscar party, Vanity Fair 2022, where she wore a black suit.
True.
Like, I wanted to see something like that.
It was giving
Like,
Annie,
you
are you
know,
okay
like,
for me? And
now
are you
that
okay?
suit was like
You
fitted
okay?
to her
I feel it,
like
but
no other. You know what I mean? Like that was a
Yeah.
moment. So like this white showed up, and I was like, okay, it's a great suit.
I
Okay,
love it.
cool,
I just
but-
felt like she should
I
have
felt
wore
like she
some
looked
gloves.
comfortable,
with
and I love
feel
that.
like
I feel
gloves
like for
would have
once
gave
she's
it a
like,
little
I can
bit
just be
of.
free.
I feel you.
Had
I
a
feel
little
you.
bit of.
The same people.
Who did you hate?
Ooh, have we not gone there yet? Okay, so who I did? I'm sorry. I know this is your girl. Miss wearing like the Tiana, like she just didn't do it for me. Tiana, like just
Oh, TT.
Tiana.
oh, it just like she had such a great outfit, but there was so much accessories to it that she didn't need
It
it.
was a lot of sex.
Like,
a lot
what
of
You guys
sex.
are either too much or too little. Why?
You know,
It's like
this-
that
this
was
is
the
beyond-
thing with
happening
Tiana's
right
is
now.
I
This
did
is
love
too
Tiana's
much.
look. It did
It's too
feel
much.
really heavy.
It's
But
just too much.
She took it there.
I mean, she went too far. Like, I felt like it's like, okay, we're going to put this and this. Wait, hold up, mommy. I got this one too. Like, what?
You wanted her to pull out the Tyra, take the last accessory off?
It was giving Coco Chanel.
Yes.
It was giving Coco Chanel. Like, when you leave the house, take one thing off.
Yes.
Like,
she needed to take 10 things off.
Yeah.
And then I would have been happy.
I liked it.
Okay.
I kind of like Andre, but this trash bag is killing my soul.
Here was the thing about it.
My soul.
Like,
what was that
I
for?
understand that he's an artist, okay? And I understand this matched, I think, his album or the picture on his album. So I understood that too, you know. But like, I just have so many questions. How heavy was that piano? And also, why? Because you got to walk up all them stairs.
I'm sure it was not that heavy.
Okay.
I bet you it was light. But the trash
way of
bag,
saying
why?
I'm carrying the music industry on my back.
I don't know, but also
that bag.
I like that.
Yeah,
I didn't
but I
think
felt like
about
the
it
trash
that,
bag
but I like
was the
that.
industry. Just to be honest, I feel like
but
that's
the
why
industry is trash.
Yeah,
I'm carrying the music industry on my back,
But
this
trash.
industry is trash.
But the trash bag.
Now
is
that we
so
came up with that concept, I love it.
Yeah, exactly. Like, if that's the story, let's run with it because that's it.
Right. I need him to run with that because if that wasn't the story, that trash bag, I need.
Well, he needs to watch what's going on with Jay Ryan and understand that that's his concept.
Yes. Well, okay, so the one I didn't like was, there was a few, but I'll stick with Regina. Regina King was not giving it for me. Did you see it? Poor thing.
Yeah, I don't
what
like
was that in the middle?
Oh.
It's giving tea time.
It's giving bippity boppity boo. I don't know. Cinderella story. I don't know.
I didn't like this.
I don't know. Sabrina Carpenter never gave it to me either. I did not understand what the fuck was.
She wears that shit on her tour.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Showgirl.
She walk off.
It looks like showgirl.
Keep in mind, these people aren't able to dress themselves. It's not like they can.
I mean, they also are like going with houses, right? So like, she went with like Louis Vuitton.
Where?
I think Louis Vuitton.
Where?
I think the Louis Vuitton.
What did they think?
Group photo.
They are
was great,
to me most of Louis. No, I didn't like a lot of Louis Vuitton. I think I didn't like Pharrell. I didn't like.
I didn't even like Doechie's.
I didn't like Doechii.
That was terrible. She looked like she took the bag and reconstructed it to the outfit.
That's the group photo for Louis Vuitton. Now
I like the group photo. I don't like
it was
I
giving
didn't care
unison
for anybody in this group at the Met Gala.
Everything was terrible.
And it's crazy because actually I liked Lisa. Was that her name?
So are we not going to talk about Future's hair at all?
Future should stay home.
Did you?
I didn't like the outfit, but I do like his hair.
I saw some meme that said when you take out
like
your
Wanda
braids
Sykes.
for the first time.
It's giving kinky twist for me.
I said Wanda Sykes. I was rolling.
Oh my god!
No, but the funny thing is there was
it looked
a comment.
like the Jerry curl without the activator.
There was a comment online where the girl was like going in. She was like, "Not Future stepping out looking like Wanda Sykes," and then the girl that did the hair knows the girl that made the comment. She was like, "Girl, I did his hair." She said, "It's not your fault. He walked out looking like Meryl Streep in the face and Wanda Sykes in the body."
I got one word.
The girl
karma.
doubled down.
That's karma, okay? Because I don't know who, what, when, where, but all he needs is a little coconut oil.
Yeah.
He need to take that blonde out. I don't know what that was.
I don't know. He looks like he's going through a crisis.
He would have just shaved it off.
I didn't like Tim's.
Oh, I would have loved it shaved off. That would have looked nice.
Really?
Okay.
I didn't
From
like
Severance?
Tim's.
What was
No, the
Tim's?
singer.
Oh, Tim.
I didn't like her look, and I saw something online, and it could have just been fake in a rumor because there's a lot of fake things. But somebody said she was paying homage to Mary Poppins, and I said, "Why?
Oh.
Why are we paying homage to a British white woman?
Why? For
at a
real?
black themed party?"
What's that song?
Oh, that's terrible.
Yeah,
medicine
exactly.
go down. Medicine
Like,
go
what was
down. I absolutely
the medicine
hated
went
this.
down on this one.
Oh.
Yeah.
She went Delulu on
She
it.
just
She definitely missed the mark.
Oh, that's
Sorry,
terrible.
sis.
For sure.
Sorry, we love you though.
Yeah, love
Great
music.
song.
Mhm.
Great song, great
Yeah.
music. Try
So
again next
back
year.
on Zendaya though,
Ugh.
Zendaya hit, and the funny thing is Zendaya actually wore a custom Louis Vuitton. Now she wasn't in that group photo because it wasn't Pharrell's Louis Vuitton; it was custom Louis Vuitton,
Ooh.
which I found out. But yes, she was seen wearing the same outfit, and there's a clip where Law Roach, who dressed her,
Oh, I
caught
want
the
to
moment that he seen the girl in the other outfit. Can we play that clip?
Well, with Hello Beautiful, you know we love you here. Who helped you tailor your sense of style growing up?
You know what? I really got it from the church. You know, my grandmother and my grandfather really is. I am dying because she got it really
Do you see how he's like, wait, whoa.
Yo, he's shocked.
So crazy. And
Yo.
so they weren't the same brand, I found out. And the funny thing is that the other girl was actually dressed by Colin.
Oh.
And you know, Colin used to work under law, which is so crazy. And they said that her the other girl's inspiration was I think Yoko Ono, whereas Zendaya's was Diana Ross. Yeah. So it was crazy. And I heard that Zendaya actually was a good sport, sent her flowers.
Of course, because
And
she's sweet.
they-
You say that not too
Yeah.
much.
It doesn't
She's
have
a
to be
great
like
girl.
that.
A lot of people were trying to like
Make it
a thing. And it's funny because we talk about how simple her outfit was, but they still got the most press out of everybody because of this moment.
Yeah, true.
But Law came back and did another interview recently where he talked about like how it's all love and it's gonna happen. And I laugh because I'm like, they still got the most press out of everybody. As simple as you want to say that their outfits are.
Yeah.
They still took the show. This is a clip of him.
People thought that there was some type of disappointment on our end. You know, her stylist, Carla Welch, and I are very friendly. We've known each other
That hair
for
gonna be
years.
laid,
and
honey.
Carla and I
Every time.
talked, you know, Zendaya sent Anna flowers, you know, because it was her first Met. But yeah, it wasn't
Aw,
any
it was her
disappointment. It was
first
like
Met.
two people paying homage to two different people, you know, Yoko being Anna's inspiration and Diana and Bianca being ours. It just happened, and they both look great, and they both beautiful women. And I hate the way that people try to pin women or a stylist. You know, it was all great.
Okay,
They both
classy.
look great.
Yeah.
Love that. Right.
Very
yeah,
classy.
and honestly, if we're going to be honest, his first initial reaction was also very classy.
Yeah.
Like, he wasn't too much about it.
Yeah.
He was just caught in the moment, you know what I
Yo,
mean?
he was
It's
shook.
given-
Clocked it.
No,
It
it's
was
given.
like,
It's given tea.
I like that. I
Don't
like
try
that he
it.
said-
I think his reaction was a very Law love you, but it was a very Law reaction. Like, ooh,
Yeah.
Patrick, who wore best, which is what he said.
Yeah.
Right? That's very much Law.
True.
I think the second statement is very just the politics of the business.
Yeah.
Like,
True.
it's probably no shade, and I don't want it to be shade. Like, they always try to pin people to get against each other, but it's giving politics. Like, your statement was giving, like, oh, it's no shade, da-da-da-da. No, but you definitely want people to be like, no, Zendaya ate her up. Let's
Yeah.
keep it a buck.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah,
it is
you
what it
want your
is.
product to be able to what stands out
For
most.
sure.
For
sure.
Because honestly, I mean, how he looked, he was like, like,
Right. Right.
he said, wait, hold up.
He even said, I'm so happy we got here earlier this year.
See my look first. Okay?
Right.
Come on.
But I don't even think she would have ate like that, to be honest. Like, I feel like Zendaya would have ate her up even if she came second. You get what I'm
I
saying?
just love that everybody thought that Zendaya, in the words of everybody on social media, they felt like it was so basic for her, and she still ended up with the most press out of everybody.
Right.
So
I hear
you
it.
go,
but-
girl.
Winner's gonna win,
Hello.
honey. Regardless.
Like I said, she was one of my faves.
Yeah.
Yes. So on this, moving on this show, I like to know what you guys are watching. So I'm gonna start with you, Alan. What are you watching right now?
Okay, what I'm watching right now, I just finished Forever on Netflix.
Oh, you
Oh,
did.
how was
I
that?
I can't wait.
I did.
It's new. It just got here
It
like
It just
2 days
came
ago.
out.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's the teenage love story. Who's it produced by?
I forgot her name.
It's a big deal though.
Yeah, it's a big
So,
deal.
I
She
haven't
does
seen-
like all
I haven't seen the
Black
trailer for it, but I did see something that said that they already got picked up for another
for
season.
season
Yes,
2.
they did.
Wow.
I think like we definitely like showed up and like showed out and supporting that.
Mhm.
It was great. I think it's
I
a
can't wait to
must,
watch
it's a
it.
must see.
I'm gonna check
Yeah,
it
I want to see it.
I'm
too.
watching
I've
that.
seen that on social media.
I'm watching Suits LA.
Oh.
So Suits had
I
a
never
run a
watched
couple
any
years
Suits.
ago,
Mhm.
but now they kind of like rebooted it and kind of like have like a LA version of
Yeah.
it. So I'm
Yeah.
watching that.
Is
I
it
like
good?
Suits. I like the original
Okay.
Suits.
Like Lawyer
I never seen
Man
any of
and,
the
like,
Suits.
Oh, you would have loved
It's,
it.
it's good.
Meghan
The
Markle
original-
was on Suits. Yeah.
Yeah.
The
okay.
original Suits is fire.
Yeah.
Like
Okay.
fire. You start
Yeah.
there and then go
Okay.
into LA one.
Yeah.
Okay.
'Cause you'll
and
like
then,
lit.
Yeah. And then I'm rewatching and I'm waiting for the new season of Couple Therapy. On Showtime.
Good.
It's literally one of my favorite
Is that
shows
tea?
on Showtime.
That's
It's
tea.
tea. I mean, like, I'm also like a person that gets excited about learning about myself and all these things. So,
Mhm.
like, watching it and you seeing how other people navigate in their
Yeah.
relationships.
Oh, I
and,
can't wait
like,
for this.
oh, it's fire.
Ooh.
So
I can't wait.
watch it.
Adding it
It's
to the
like
list.
4 seasons out already, and a new one starts
4
like
seasons. I love
May
that.
23rd or something. Oh, I can't wait.
On
Okay.
Showtime. Okay,
So once
cute.
that starts, don't call
stop.
my phone. 'Cause I'm in the house
Right,
watching it.
I'll try to watch Couples Therapy. It doesn't seem like something
That's
I
up
want to
my
watch.
alley.
No.
That's up my alley.
Okay, just give it a
But
try.
I will
can't wait.
try.
Try it.
Yeah, I'm all about
Right
trying
up my
something.
alley. Okay.
Brittany, I'm gonna shoot to you next. What are you
Oh.
watching right now?
You already know the summer I turned pretty.
Okay, so I'm watching that too.
Yo,
What is this?
I'm
Okay.
late to the party on it
I've
Okay,
never heard of
same.
this.
because
Same.
they're in the 3rd season now.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna
little
tell you
binge
really quick
watch.
before you go into it. The only reason I started watching this is when I went to Palm Springs last week. I was watching something else, fell asleep, and then you know how it goes to whatever the next
Yeah.
Yeah.
thing is, and then this this was on. Immediately, I was gonna turn it off, but then I got into it, and then I was like, "Oh, this is cute." Yes, I'm already in the second season, which I will say, second season is a little interesting.
Oh,
because it's like a time lapse. It's like they keep going forward and backwards. Like, yeah, so it's throwing me off. But you said it gets better.
It does get better.
Okay.
Like I have
First
to say,
season was everything though.
first season will put you in a chokehold because this little bitch, the fuck boy, the fuck girl shit is just so good.
Okay.
And then on
Let me
top
get
of
into
it, like it used to be a book,
it on?
and then it is it
Prime.
Prime,
Okay.
yes.
Yes.
Used to be a book, turned into a series, and then now like in the second season, it's just like. Besides it going back and forth a lot, I think it's because they're trying to catch you up on some of the fuckery what's already happened. So it's just like, if you can get through that or at least stomach it, you'll see that like it gets so much better like towards the end of second season because...
I have a question for you, and not to jump ahead because I do want to know, but okay, so...
I'm Team Jelly,
The,
just so
the
you
cute
know.
boy with the eyes.
Jelly.
Yes.
Me and Jeremiah.
Jeremiah.
Yes.
Does he ever go back to messing with guys, or was it just that initial kiss in the beginning? Because okay, so there's a scene.
Okay, and I feel like I heard about that.
There's a
but,
scene
like, I'm gonna get into
where
it.
he's like flirting with this boy on the couch at a party, and the boy called him a gay baiter. He was like, "No, I'm an equal opportunist. Like I do both." And then they start making out, but then you never see him do anything gay ever again. So I'm like, it is giving gay baiting for television.
Yeah.
So I'm like, does he ever go back?
Well,
just gotta wait and see.
Yeah, you gotta wait. Thank you.
He's so cute though. When I tell you, I started Googling all these people. I started Googling all these people because I'm thinking they're all like new. They have millions of followers. I was like, oh, they've been around.
Yeah.
Like, he's at like 5-point-something million and married in real life.
Yeah, which I couldn't even believe that. You said it annoyed you.
Okay. It annoyed the fuck out of me.
You wanted to hop in the DM?
Yes, because he might.
Slide.
Yeah, he might have been. You know, I'm trying to dip in the in the white pool.
Are you?
Yeah.
Caucasian.
Opening up my horizon.
He trying to find his milk.
We getting some caramel macchiatos over here.
Okay.
I've never tried it, but I'm open. Okay.
Like,
yes.
I'm here for it.
I thought we were wearing all black, guys. Where are we going with
We're wearing
this?
all black.
Oh.
But what's going to put a ring on my finger is going to be all white. Okay? Look, I already got a white ring on it.
Yo, in hindsight, is that what's going on?
Yeah. Look, I'm speaking it because all my friends that are married seem to be with white men.
Ooh.
So,
Awesome.
what else are you watching?
Well, damn. I'm watching that. That has been like my really bread and butter, but I go back to Dexter. I'm one of those girls.
Oh, I'm a Dexter person.
Yes,
Yeah.
so am I. I love Dexter. I love Michael C. Hall. He is my man's.
Are you in the new season?
The new season where it goes back into his
When they're
life.
younger, yeah.
Yeah, my friend, he's playing the main character as Dexter, and I haven't really. I ain't gonna even hold you. I haven't even watched it. I like Michael C.
It
Hall
started
too
off a little
much.
slow, and it is good though.
Is
my friend Christina Milian, shout out to my girl,
Hey,
plays Detective LaGuardia.
Oh,
Yes, and she eats, and it's so good. I will say it
I
got
love
really
that.
good at the end, so I feel like second season is really gonna take it there.
Yeah.
Also, shout out to my girl Sarah Michelle Gellar because I love some Buffy the Vampire Slayer,
Buffy.
and she is also on the show. It really is an all-star cast on this new Dexter.
fire.
Yeah, like really, like it's pretty spot on. I just haven't really jumped into it. I've been like a Dexter little
never
hoe.
got
and
into it.
NCIS has been my thing.
The original Dexter was so good.
It's so good.
Yes.
It's so good to a T. Like I read the books before it became the show.
I didn't
and when
even
saw
know
the
it
show-
was a book, and you just
I'm
keep
a
talking
book
about all these
girl.
things. I am not a book person. Right.
Baby, I'm a book
Like-
person. All the horror, all the gore.
I
Come
love
to
that.
me.
I did not know that was a book.
Yes.
What are you watching?
I just finished 4 seasons. That was cute with
Was it?
Pullman
I just started it last
and
night.
Tina Fey and who else is in there?
What is 4 seasons?
I don't
It's
know what-
really cute.
hotel?
You can with Steve
Oh,
Carell.
wait.
Yeah.
I know what you're talking about.
Oh,
yeah.
it's some funny shit.
Yeah.
It was so cute, and I finished it in like a day. I cleaned the house and stuff.
Oh,
Okay.
nice.
But it was cute. It was a cute
I
moment.
like Tina Fey a lot.
That's what I'm saying. I liked the cast. Like the cast was great. It's about a bunch of older couples, and they've all been friends since like us for 30 years. Okay. And then one of them goes to get a divorce, and it affects the whole group. It would be
Which
like
makes
Dev and
sense.
Aida.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We don't
Right,
speak
like, how
that.
is
But
that- how
like
we gonna
now, what are we
figure that
gonna do?
out? Right.
Exactly. But it's great. It's really cute. I liked it. It was fast and
Yeah.
straight to it.
Mhm.
I like
started
feel
it
good
last night.
stuff.
I'm gonna continue to
Yeah,
watch it.
it's cute. It's cute. I liked it.
It's funny because I brought up Buffy. I went back and started watching Buffy from the beginning like 2 days ago.
I want to get into that. That seems
And
good.
what I'm realizing with watching Buffy the Vampire Slayer, because I was already a fan of it, and I was like, let me start from the beginning.
Mhm.
What I realized is like the sound effects on this show are so corny, like the punches and stuff, but the acting is so much better than the acting now.
Really?
Yes, I think
Back in
that
the day.
actors back then
Really,
really,
mastered
yes,
their craft.
like
Yeah.
her emotional scenes, her
Mhm.
like the back and forth scenes for this to just be like sitcom television.
Right.
I was like, yo, like it was like watching a movie. It's still like now that I started from the beginning, it's like watching a movie. Now the effects because of the time difference,
Right.
like when
Technology
she punches,
and
it's
stuff.
like, psh,
Yeah.
like, you know,
They're
but,
really like,
but
Yeah.
man, like I
Late
mean, like
slap.
there's actually tears when she's crying, whereas now they
They're
be
not
like
giving.
they be like this, but nothing's coming out. Like
Squinting.
yeah, like the acting
sun's
is
in
so
my
good,
eye.
so I can appreciate that. And yes, I'm
oh,
about
you
to be
took
in
me
season
back
2.
with Buffy.
It's
I
on
know.
Hulu if you
I
want to
need
start
that.
over.
Yeah.
I literally was just at home and I was like, what am I gonna watch? And I was like, I'm going back to Buffy.
Right.
It's been a while, and usually I'll go just to my favorite episodes because
Yeah.
I had watched it for so many years.
Mhm.
But I was like, I'm starting from the beginning.
Oh,
I love that.
All the way back to
That's
the beginning.
fun. I
Yes,
love
and
that.
it is good.
I'm down. That's
I also
great.
realized, like, now watching it as an adult, how like inappropriate it was in certain concepts.
Our whole
Because-
childhood.
Stuff
Our whole
because-
childhood.
Yes.
was- We were
Her
shot on
first-
it.
Music.
Her first day of school, she's
Yo.
getting ready to go to a club.
See?
First of all,
Right.
True.
we didn't have no club in high school, and we thought we was grown.
Well, we did
Right.
have Club 17.
No.
Yes.
She was going to the club on a school night, and
Yes.
her mom was
Yes.
like, "Where you going?" She was like, "To the club." She was like, "Okay, well, don't get in any trouble."
Oh, no, we
Like,
weren't doing that.
Girl,
that's
on
not
the
happening.
first day of
Yo,
school.
Yeah.
really
Right.
though.
Yeah, that's insane.
Meanwhile, she got kicked out of her original school, which is why they now live in Sunnydale. So it's like, girl,
Yeah.
it was just
The
giving like
Delulu is real.
white parenting for real. Like, I'm not even gonna hold you. I'm not
Not
even
the
gonna hold you because I was just like, what? And then there's another, the Angel episode when Angel was in the house,
I used to have a big crush
and
on Angel.
Angel's older than her.
Oh, yeah, he is
Oh.
way
Remember, well, she
older.
didn't know his age because remember she didn't know he was a vampire at first.
right.
But the mom was like,
that's even
"How do you guys
fucked
know
up.
each other?" She was like, "He's a student at community college. Why is this college student in a 16-year-old's house?"
Yeah.
Yeah,
without
she's
the
a
mom being there.
freshman.
Yes.
Mhm.
Like you said, white parenting.
Woo.
I was just like the things that were like,
Happening.
girl, never.
She said, I wish you would bring something in here like that.
Okay.
I want to watch the movie now, though.
The original movie?
Yeah. I always think about that guy that dies. He's like, E. What
Time's
about
over.
her, though, in real life, still being with what's his name?
Freddie Prinze Jr.
Love that.
Yeah, they're
I
still
love that. The
together.
Scooby Doo moment where they were like, she
They
was.
had a lot of moments together. Because don't
Yeah.
forget, I Know What You Did Last Summer.
I know
Oh,
you did
yes.
last all that.
That's
And their
a good
whole
one.
family in life is so cute.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I love because
It's
back
cute.
then, Reese Witherspoon was with Ryan Philippine. Remember, they were all in Cruel Intentions
Oh,
together.
I love
I
Cruel
love the
Intentions.
crossover.
Yeah,
It's really
yeah.
good.
I love that Sarah Michelle Gellar still looks like Sarah Michelle
She
Gellar.
does.
Yeah.
Freddie Prinze Jr.
Yeah.
Not so
looks
much.
older.
Yeah.
But he's aging well.
Reese looks the
Reese
same.
looks good.
Yeah.
That's good.
Ryan Philippe looks the same.
Yeah.
I loved
Jennifer
this
Love
whole
Hewitt
era. This
does
whole
not
era.
look like
No.
Jennifer Love Hewitt
Really?
back in the day.
Let me see.
No.
What's Jennifer giving?
Jennifer is giving a little, and you know she's on 911.
Yeah.
She's on 911, and I think Jennifer was so fine back then.
See,
It
but
was back
here's the
then.
thing.
But
I
she-
appreciate
girl.
the girlies
Back in
that
the
aren't
day.
altering their face. Like,
Yeah.
bring real teeth back. Bring it back. 'Cause we look like this in real life. Like, I'm into it.
I did see that Neve Campbell, who was in all the Screams, who was in this era, is about to be in the new Doomsday movie.
Oh, seriously?
Yes, she just got picked up for the new Doomsday movie.
Oh.
Yeah, and you know I love me some Scream.
What was the
Yeah,
no, what,
she's-
what was the witches show?
Oh,
Charmed.
Oh, Charmed.
Charmed.
Yeah. Oh, what an era.
Didn't one of them
Yeah.
die?
Oh, in real
Yeah.
life?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Shannon Doherty.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
That's-
Yeah.
Oh, the one from she
Prue.
was also in
Yeah.
Not
Piper.
No.
Prue.
Ooh.
Piper.
Prue.
Was she
Piper
also
was the one that owned the nightclub that froze
Oh.
everything.
No.
Yeah, she was in the original 90210.
90210, yeah.
That might be before.
Good
I
your
don't
time.
know. I really
Look,
don't know.
before your time.
Original 90210. Not even the new one.
Original.
Not even the new one.
No,
Wow, crazy.
sorry.
What an
TV
era.
used to be so good back then.
TV
I
was
mean, the only thing I
something.
feel like they were lacking was more black characters, but
Yeah.
True.
Of
it
course.
was so.
And I
good.
miss
Of
the
course.
intro songs. Like I miss
Yeah.
like hearing like the soundtrack of songs, and we don't have that anymore either.
No.
Yeah, there's no
We're not, like,
intro, no
singing it
nothing.
and
Bring
being-
back intro songs.
And jingles.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yes.
Because jingles is a whole job.
Jingles was
Like,
a whole
making
job.
money.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you
like,
make big
nah.
bucks.
Yeah.
Off
Maybe
of
we
the
should start
jingle.
doing that, Joe.
A$AP Rocky recently says that he wears Rihanna's clothes. He says he doesn't know who created the lines between femininity and masculinity, and that he feels like for him, no lines can be blurred. What are your thoughts on that? And then I'm going to tell you mine. I'm going to start with you, Alan.
I think it's dope that he said that. I mean, obviously, like, I'm in fashion, right? And being so connected to the wholesale part of it and like working with like design and like all these things, I think, especially the company I'm with, it's always been that for us.
Yeah.
Right?
Mhm.
I mean, my jeans I have on right now are females, right?
And those boots.
I think that like
Slay.
you can't be a true fashion person if you
Mhm.
don't blur the lines.
Right.
Right. I think
Agreed.
that's what you're supposed to do. I think it's no labels or anything
Mhm.
fashion. And I think that like if you can look outside of what's supposed to be and make it look dope and alter it to you, I think
Yeah.
that's like the goal. So I love the fact that
Yeah.
you can wear, but like Rihanna also wears
His clothes.
kind of masculine, like
Yeah.
clothes sometimes. So I think like I just want to see the closet. Like
Mhm.
if
Yeah,
exactly. Okay.
Because I feel like it should just be one closet.
Yeah.
And they just go in and be like, I'm feeling this vibe today. I think that's
I love
dope.
that.
I think it
Yeah.
was for me. It was like I don't know when the lines were blurred for the term who made things feminine, the term femininity and masculinity. When it comes to him, because he uses the term pause and no homo so often, so that's where I get a little like.
But that's a
So
culture
then-
thing, isn't it?
But I feel like, are you saying this? And I do. He wears that shit. He be in skirts and stuff. But I also feel like, are you just saying what you have to say to get brand deals and endorsements? Because I do feel like he is that person when it
Right.
comes to fashion.
Makes
So
sense.
it's like you're gonna say whatever you want to
Right.
get the brand deals.
So like, are
and
you
then the
judging other
endorsement
people when they
deals.
do it? But when you do it, you're like, oh,
And that's
pause.
what I want
And
to
it's
know.
like,
Or using it
Yeah.
to benefit. I don't know. I think the pause and no homo is a culture thing. Like I think that's like in his come up of his era.
It
You know
is,
what I
but then
mean?
you use the term saying I don't know when things became femininity or masculinity.
But I think
So
that's
I'm
different
like,
than fashion because in the New York world, and this is just because of the fact that I lived there for 8 years, the pause no homo, it's so childish and so ridiculous, but it really is just something that they say, and I don't think it has anything to do with what it actually refers to. I think it's just for the guys, it's just what they grew up saying. You know what I mean? That's my personal opinion.
Yeah.
But I think that for him, he's always been fashion forward. You know what I mean?
I mean, obviously, we have straight male friends
Yeah.
that
Right.
will never, that grew up in that era, would never say pause or no homo. I
Right.
think anyone that says it, I don't care who you are, is questionable.
Mm.
So if you're like in this world of like fashion, that language should not even be in your vocabulary because
that.
you're around more gay people than you are straight people. So get over it.
Right.
So, like
Well,
the
it's-
fact that you want to like dabble in this like fashion world and like it's no, no lines and blah blah blah. Why are you even saying pause and no
True.
homo? Like,
True, I hear that.
because if that's the case, then don't ever wear a
when
skirt.
people say
Don't
pause,
ever do
I
it.
always say play.
That's
And
good.
personally,
That's a
it's
good
not
one.
like I get offended by those terms
I
just
don't
because
either,
it's
but
me.
yeah.
But like when I'm in the barbershop and like they'll say it, by accident, and then I'll say play, and then it's like for me, it's like because it's not you saying pause is not going to shut up my statement right
Exactly.
now. I'm
Right.
still going to
I'm
get what
still
I
gonna
need
do
to get
me.
out.
Yeah.
Right.
So yeah, but that was my only thing, and I love A$AP. I think his fashion is dope.
I do too.
But I
Yeah.
kind of questioned that statement because I was like,
That is
Right.
funny. I didn't know he would be saying all that because, like, I don't even.
like Asia
say-
said in New
I don't
York,
even
In
use
New
pause.
York, it's like bread
Yorkers.
before butter. You know when you split the poles and people would be like bread before butter?
Yeah.
They
From
say
what
that?
I know,
No.
I go
that-
around the pole back again. I'd be like, no, a little bit.
So
Let's
if
go
you-
back.
That's what
Like,
I'm
come back.
But if,
yeah,
you,
we ain't.
but if you
I ain't
don't,
gonna
you do say bread before butter,
butter.
which is like
Why?
it deletes it. I don't
How
know.
does that delete
I don't-
it?
It
Where
deletes
does
it.
bread and butter delete the
It's
pole?
bread before butter.
Wait, okay, but I mean, like, how is it deleting the
I
pole?
don't know.
of
It's
you
like taking the
splitting it?
spell away from whatever is going to crack your
Baby,
back.
I'm pulling you right around,
gotta
and we
come
come
back.
back. Yeah, I'd be like, bring it back home.
Hey,
Yeah,
come back around the pole.
exactly.
Thank you.
Right there.
You split the pole.
Yes, thank you. I'm not about to do butter before bread, bread before
Well,
butter.
if
What's
you do
going
butter
on?
before bread, it's not deleting it. Look,
I'm gonna use the right magic. I'm
if you
just saying,
split a
I'm not
pole,
saying nothing
you
with
should
bread.
say bread before butter.
Why?
If you don't feel like walking
Allegedly.
back around,
I've
you
never
can say
heard
it
that.
under
I've
your
never
breath.
heard
Okay.
that.
Say it out loud.
Okay.
Sometimes
Yeah.
I just mouth
But
it
even
like
the
bread before
pause
butter.
thing, like I would use pause not in that content.
Oh,
I
you
would
be
use
using
it,
pause?
but I don't use pause like that. Hold
I'm
up,
just
hold
playing.
up.
No.
You know
Let's get
me
it
because I be.
She says
I be
pause like
looking
a real
little nigga,
comma in
and
a
I be
sentence.
putting that shit on, looking like a sexy little broad. Okay, but I'm just saying, like,
I see
Good
that.
shit.
for
I
you.
don't. But you know this about me, so I'm just saying, like, I wouldn't say pause in any type of way where it's like questionable like that.
Yeah.
Because that's really reckless. I feel like I would only say pause when you start talking to me reckless.
To what
I would be
Alan
like, yo,
said,
pause.
I don't understand pause amongst heterosexual men because it's like defending your character, and I don't feel like you have to if you are that.
Right.
It's not like we say pause when we need to signify that we are gay.
Right. Like I'm not. Yeah.
We're it.
Right.
Yeah.
So I guess that's where it like gets a little confusing. Now, if I'm in a setting full of straight men and they're talking about like last night and I smashed this bitch and I did this and that and I'm talking about my shit and then they say pause. Oh no, you're gonna hear this story.
Disrespectful,
Yo.
You are gonna hear this story.
See,
that's a double standard right there.
Don't
You
say
better
that.
get all my shit.
Yeah.
No,
my
you talk that nasty, but I
heterosexual
can't talk that
friends don't.
nasty.
Exactly.
Fuck out of here.
Yeah.
Fuck outta
They don't
here.
say it like that. Like I said, I think it's the ones that I've heard when I've heard it.
Yeah.
It's mostly East Coasters, and it's literally like bread before butter. You know what I mean? Like it's almost like childish. Like shut up.
I do troll sometimes. Whenever some of my straight friends are like talking about like girls that they smash, I'm like, pause, bro. Nobody wants to hear about that vagina.
See, that's
I'm gonna pick that out.
Yeah.
That's me
Yeah.
too. I like that.
You gotta start doing it back. Make it not so stupid.
That's
I
what
feel
needs
like,
to be
yeah.
happening.
And
Because
then
if
I
they're
feel like
doing
that's
that,
the
that's not
concept of it.
cool. I don't
Yeah.
like that. I would really
Yeah.
backhand.
I'm also just not having conversations with my straight friends about my
Sexual encounters.
Exactly.
My
Like,
smash.
that's
very
just-
rare.
I
Yeah.
do
So-
though. I
My
have,
smash
you know
and
me,
grab.
like,
Yeah.
Well,
I think it just
I like
depends on the
talking
person.
You will have those conversations for sure.
Okay.
But for the most part, I'm like, nah, they ain't got nothing to do with you.
Yeah.
Right.
And like, I think more just from a respect level. Like, even if it does make you, like, I don't know if it's gonna make you uncomfortable, and you being my friend, you don't want to like blur that line to be like,
I don't know.
I'm
it's
judging you and da da da.
2025.
Yeah, but like,
why are you feeling
I
uncomfortable
like talking about
right
sexual
now?
experiences.
You feel me?
Of course you do.
I don't think I don't think where we are in time. I think it's just like some people, it's almost like my mom used to say going in her purse. You know what I mean? Or reading somebody's diary. Like different people just have different things that they're comfortable talking about,
For
you know?
sure.
And some people like can be extremely sexual, but not open, you know? Like what
Yeah.
they do behind closed doors,
Mhm.
they could be freaky,
So they
but
look
they don't mean they
PG,
wanna
but
talk
then they're
about it.
rated X.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Not
Them be the
even,
one-
but it's not
them be
even
the
a
ones with the
look.
ring.
It's just more reserved, you know? Like...
No, I'm saying
Like how people don't like talking about money. I'm not going to sit here and talk about how much I make a year or whatever because
Yeah.
it's like my own private. You know?
Yeah.
That's how I look at it. I don't think it's more,
I feel you on
you
that.
know,
Okay.
like, yeah. The problem is if, you know, they say like, oh, well, we this is 2025. So why are you upset? That's the part that bothers me because I'm like, well, I don't think it has anything to do with that. I just think it has the fact of like, this is somebody's preference and then that's somebody else's preference.
Right.
Yeah. And why did
Yeah.
you think about it so deeply? But while we're on the topic,
Yeah.
while we're on the topic of sex, so one of the conversations that we did have in the barbershop yesterday, they asked, is it gay if a man gets... Is it gay if a man is into anal play with his girlfriend? And I'll start with you, Brittany.
Ooh.
I don't just because I know you. I'm there's no reason why I'm starting with you. I just like to I like to break up the question. Yeah.
That is
So,
dope.
do you think it's gay if a man receives anal pleasure from his girlfriend?
Do I think it's
And
gay?
why? Yes. That was the question in the barbershop yesterday.
Oh, I've never. I don't think I've been in this situation, but like, I
Brittany's
feel
about
like,
to start sweating.
I mean, like, no, hands down, like, I do what I do, but like, I haven't been in a situation like that, so I can't really say.
But if you were,
if I was in this predicament and he wanted a little bit of something, I would say, I'm sorry, baby, I got a nigga for you real quick. Let me help you out. Like,
Okay.
I just
Okay.
think that, like, you
Asia.
The
should.
barbershop said.
Okay, I'm gonna get to me and
Yeah.
Alan's answer before, but you.
Well, okay, so here's the thing, right?
What's the thing? What's the thing?
No, because I have a
Asia?
really funny story.
I'm getting hot now.
Right, it is warm.
Right.
It's warm. So I have a girlfriend, and this was years ago, and her trick that she used to do in the bedroom was she would, mid them getting it cracking, stick her finger up his butt.
Mhm.
And she said every single reaction, every time she did it with her man or a guy or whatever,
Yeah.
they would like stand up and like bravo it because because if we're gonna go, physiology wise, your nerves down there are extremely sensitive.
Well,
and so
you have G-spot.
Yeah, it's a
G-spot.
exactly.
Yeah.
So and so that was like her secret thing. Obviously, she would do it when she was like dating like a serious person.
Not like everybody.
Right.
Yeah.
But she would tell me that was like one of her tricks. And for me, I was just like, okay, girl, touche.
Okay, so when you ask the question, let's talk about exactly like what the foreplay is. Right? Like, are we talking about a finger? Are we talking about like a girl eating his booty? Like, are we talking about
toys?
So they specifically asked.
Yeah, that's what I
want to
know.
Right.
Yeah, they
okay,
specifically
so
asked
that's
with a dildo.
That's
See,
a
but
little different.
that's
Okay,
where I
so
feel like,
my take on it was this. I personally think that if a man explores that part of his body with a female, then he's not gay. Because if he was, then he'd be down low and doing it and finding men to do it with. Gay is the attraction to the same sex, not your sexual experiences. That just feels good to him. I'm gay and don't like anal pleasure at all. So, and then I referenced it to the guys at the barbershop. I said, if I had a threesome with a girl tomorrow, does that make me bisexual? Or if I just fucked a girl tomorrow, does that make me bisexual all of a sudden? No.
It
just means that I was just having fun. And
you had a night.
I was just trying some things.
Yeah, trying some new things.
So I think that if you're able to explore that part of your body with your girlfriend or wife or female companion, then no, you are not gay. If you were gay, you would want it from a man. You wouldn't want the girl to do it.
I agree.
Or you would just do it yourself. Like, so that was my take on it.
Yeah. Okay. I agree with yours.
I mean, I've had conversations with people with just that whole concept of like, one of my friends told me like gay is just like a lifestyle. So it's what you do in this kind of like realm of what people think gay is. So when we're talking about like a sexual experience type of situation, I mean, I understand what you're talking about, Joey. I just don't care either. Like, if you straight, you say you want to say you straight, cool. If you get, okay, cool. Like, I just don't. But I think that it's levels to it. This is just for me, right? I think that like, if you and your girl is playing around and she want to eat your ass or she want to stick the finger up and you actually like it, that's cool. I think when it gets to, and we're talking about different toys, right? We're not talking about like a little vibrator. We're not talking about a little whatever.
You talking about
we're talking about like,
you see,
and then
that's why I say you might as well get a boy.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, we're not talking about butt plugs. We're not, you know what I mean? Like, it's levels to like what size. Like, but if you trying to get like hammered, like that's like, oh, you want her to be like, that's totally different. I'm like, I would think that's a little bit more like, I think that you should explore exactly what your sexuality is and be comfortable with that versus like, oh, put a little bullet back there or your finger or eat my ass and it feels good that way because it's much more sensitive back there for us.
I do feel like it is a big difference between like the black community and the white community because I do feel like that black men are very much like so closed off based on how we were raised and how the masculinity. I do want to ask the white men in the background what your thoughts on this are. Is that gay in your opinion? We got a lot of white men behind the camera, y'all.
Right. How you feeling about your booty getting played with?
Like, would you consider that to be gay? Like, white people wouldn't consider it to be gay, but black people are instantly like, nah, he gay.
Wow.
Yeah.
Like, straight up.
I'm a little on the fence.
That's because you hang out with all black people. I've never seen you hang out with anyone white other than... Like, this guy is with all black people.
All the time.
He got the seasoning at the house.
For sure.
I'm on the fence because I'm a little black. Man, this is good. Okay.
Oh, that was a good one.
So,
I like that. Keep it going, TT.
Right.
Oh, okay. So recently, Omarion was on a podcast with Tank and Omarion.
Is there
you coming in hot? Okay. Omarion made a statement saying, outside of Michael Jackson and Beyonce, that he is the only other artist that had a successful career coming out of a shared space of being in a group.
He said Beyonce and who else?
And Michael Jackson.
Okay, let's stop.
And so Tank and them argued that Bobby Brown also was that. But I'm like, I also feel like, Tank, you went so light on him and I don't understand why. Because are we going to sit here and act like Destiny's Child altogether didn't have successful solo careers.
Yeah.
Kelly Rowland, Michelle
Right.
Williams.
Yeah.
And if we want to take it further, LaToya Luckett,
Oh,
Yeah.
Cisco,
Torn?
Yeah.
Diana Ross.
Diana Ross.
Yeah.
But really quick, play the clip because you have to
Yeah, I
hear
need
how
to hear.
delusional he sounds.
Only artist other than Beyonce that is like Michael Jackson that comes from a group, a shared space, a shared experience on stage. You know, that's different from being a solo artist or deciding that I'm a solo act. This is all about me. My experience is unique in that way.
I love you, but I'm not gonna let you forget Bobby Brown. You're gonna have to mention Bobby. You gotta mention Bobby.
But Bobby still was in a closer era than Mike. You know what I'm saying? Like his era was still
does that mean?
closer. You know what I mean? He directly
What the fuck is he
influenced
on?
Bobby.
I don't
You know what I'm
know.
saying? Like we come in generations. You know, at least 2 or
boy,
3
Bobby.
down generations.
You know, I think Omarion has like hit songs, and I loved B2K. You know, that was our era. Even his first O album was great, but I think that Omarion just be talking sometime, and it just takes away from his legacy. Because boy, what?
Yeah.
It's like
But we're also going. We talk about like we're not going to take anything away from his career as a solo artist.
ever.
But at the same time, like your solo artistry is not selling out tours. You're on tour right now with the Millennium people, and that's why you're getting this check. Like you're not going out and selling out stadiums by yourself.
And you're not the main headliner on that tour.
Same.
So what
I just
career
didn't
we
understand
talking
his
about?
point of that.
I didn't
Like,
get that. And then he tried to bash Bobby. Like,
I also
baby,
feel
Bobby?
like before you make statements like that, you really need to do your research.
Yeah.
Because
this was talking
what?
too much. Like,
And what was that?
Bobby.
What was
it
that
was
going to do?
ignorant.
What
It
was that
just-
was going to do?
That's
Right.
but also
Where was he going? I just
I don't know. He's the only male that came out of B2K with titties. I know that much.
I can't say too much. Our kids play together.
Oh.
Did y'all see the breasts on that stage? Y'all gotta get that.
The
Go to the
breast
clip
is
from the
crazy.
No. Does he need a training,
Yeah,
bro?
because Omarion's body has always been so good growing up. So
I have
it's like
so many
girl,
jokes that I have to keep
where
it
did,
His and the
where did
brother.
them titties come from? He must be drinking soy milk.
Ooh.
Like
Not the estrogen.
Yo.
type in Omarion A cup, it will pop up. Trust me.
Not A cup.
Not A cup.
That's wild.
Yo.
It was like an ongoing joke,
Oh,
and this was
okay.
like recent. It's like, what are those?
Somebody said he had the
Did
body
they
of a
censor it?
female.
I'm screaming.
All jokes aside, what about Cisco? What about, like you said, Diana
There's so
Ross?
many.
What about?
Yeah.
There's
Like,
so
you
many.
just-
Yeah.
That was just so ignorant to
Right.
say.
Yeah,
and like
that's
you
what I
said,
felt.
like you just have to think
mentioned the
before
two
you
top
talk.
people,
Yeah.
Beyonce and Michael Jackson. And you
Yeah.
just put yourself
So,
right
so
there.
That's what I'm saying.
Where did you
That's
think you
wild
sat
in the-
there?
Right.
Well,
Yeah.
Well, that's what I was gonna say. Is for me, I feel like he was trying to prove a point and put himself in the level with them, but did it in the
Where?
worst way possible. Like
Yeah.
you chose the same thing that you guys have in common and thought that that was what was gonna put you at their level, and
Michael,
you
though?
did it wrong, and you're also not Michael or
Or
Beyonce.
Beyonce.
So
Or Kelly Rowland.
Yeah.
Or like
Or even Michelle. Like,
Michelle.
Michelle.
Like,
you could have maybe
Michelle's
put it with
killing it on
Michelle,
Broadway.
but
she's
like,
on
even
Broadway
her,
at,
yeah.
killing
at
it.
this moment. Like,
Yeah.
and
I'm
don't.
still not giving him LaToya Luckett. Like I'm still.
Hey, even LaToya Luckett,
No,
yeah,
I'm
I'm like,
saying,
Yeah.
You still under her. 'Cause
Honestly-
her joints was.
And I just feel
Rocker.
like Tank is such a nice guy, but Tank, you let him off so easy with that one.
Yeah.
He was like, "All right, bro."
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
It's giving next question. For,
it's
like,
giving
Tank,
delicious.
like,
Yeah.
I don't want to really like talk about this, but like,
Yeah.
Tank
What's
said,
next?
Tank said, I know y'all gonna take. I know y'all gonna blow him up when
Right.
this hits the internet.
right.
So I'm gonna
I-
just
I
let
don't
y'all
need
go.
to explain.
Okay,
Nah.
so let's play a game. Wrong or fair game.
Ooh.
The Menendez brothers recently got their sentencing reduced to 50 years to life. This is actually coming after the show that was on.
That
Do
was
we
really
feel
good.
like this is wrong or fair game, being that they still got 50 years to life and then they'll be eligible for parole after they spent so much time in jail? Or do you feel like they should just be locked up for what they did?
Did they do it though?
They did. What do you mean?
Oh, they did.
Yeah,
I needed to
it wasn't
know.
a question
not
about that,
that-
girl.
I didn't know. I
They
didn't know.
admitted to
I'm
it.
not
Oh.
that much into it, but I just don't really care.
Oh, I like that.
Right.
I don't really care because then it gets to the politics of like white versus black, like
I just feel like if you
Well, you know,
killing
they're
somebody,
not
period,
white.
it's not happening.
What are they, Italian?
Hispanic.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Their dad was Puerto Rican, I think.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I mean, I understand that they were like, there was a lot what was going on in their house and like the dad doing what he did and the mom being delirious and shit.
Yeah.
But like, at the end of the day, I think it's wrong. Like, bro, you killed somebody. Period.
Okay, so that's
what
how
it is, and you killed them in the most malicious way.
Right.
Like,
My barber standpoint was the same.
Whoa. Yeah.
And my barber felt like because they've been in jail for so long that they're not going to be able to be normal in society if they were to get out.
Yeah, absolutely not. I'd be scared if they outside. What? And they're married too? One of them is married, right?
How old are they now?
It's so crazy to me that people in jail can get married before me. Like, how?
How?
Kill somebody.
You going
and you old as shit. Like, what is happening?
You're going after the wrong people, boo.
True.
You're right.
They're 54. If they get out of jail in 20 years, y'all, that's 74 years old. What they gonna do? How you gonna be scared? How you gonna be scared of this 74-year-old man?
I don't know. You've been in like
we're gonna make it out of there.
Also, you in jail, like that's a whole totally different animal in there. Like, you know what I mean? Like a lot of people when they've stayed there for so long, and especially like that's like kind of their like rotation, routine every day. You never know. Like he could be a 75-year-old snapping on somebody. Come
yeah, but have you ever like been in
Can we go
the
back
jails?
to the topics?
Huh?
The way that the system is, like they try and obviously it honestly looks like school. It's really crazy, but like they have
it's kind of
school. It's crazy. But they have programs and stuff set up to where it's like people are going to college in there. People are like
absolutely.
gardening.
Gardening?
Like I recently visited with my friend who has a nonprofit, and I was talking to one, and he was talking about he's investing in stocks. Like they
can invest in stock.
You like there's
my cousin has a whole farm, and he's been in prison since.
Amazing.
Since I was like a kid.
So they do set it up to where it's like it's almost just kind of like living in a small village, if that makes sense. If I can.
Yeah, but then like what? But that's taking away your accessibility to the real life, to like the real world. So like you are doing these things because it's nothing else to do. So like if you get out and it's this whole world, how do you navigate in that space? Like, are you still going to be?
It's like a controlled setting.
Yeah,
yeah.
I think if they had killed the dad during the act in which the dad was like molesting them, it would have been a different situation because it would have been self-defense. It was the fact that you guys waited and planned and then did it and then killed the mom because she could have told on you. I think that's where
I don't know. It's so
sensitive
tricky for me because I'm like I can't imagine all the stuff that they were going through as children.
Yeah, that's pretty
and
gnarly.
when you're in an abusive relationship, like you can't tell somebody how to react from abuse when you're being abused. You know what I mean? So it's like that's the part that like wrong is wrong. You killed, but like if your father was molesting you, like good riddance.
I'm with them on that because like I do understand that that's not cool. Like at the end of the day, to know that your own parents come in after your ass like that, it's pretty like.
And your mom knew about it,
and your mom knew it's crazy, and she didn't stop nothing. No hot grits.
I guess we'll just have to watch and see. Wrong or fair game? Jennifer Williams calls Evelyn Lozada out for mentioning her husband being a felon when recently Evelyn Lozada's daughter had a baby with the rapper The Game, who is also a felon. I'll start with you because I know you watch like shows like this. So we haven't watched the season, but you know the characters.
I don't know. I think Jennifer just has always been wrong bringing up Evelyn's daughter. Like, I don't know why she's like obsessed with her. Like, she always like talks about it. Like, you know what I mean? So I think it's just like off limits. And I just think that like, that's not it. But the reality of your husband being a felon, it is. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm on the show, Evelyn's on the show. Like, if I have an issue, I'm talking about somebody, it should be me talking about you. Not your child.
Agreed.
Who she decides to have a baby by. I mean, at the same time, like the president is a felon. So I mean, it's just kind of like
right.
You know what I mean? But so I think it wasn't fair.
Agreed. I do feel what you're saying. I kind of understood what she was saying too, but you're right. She does always bring up the daughter, and it's like you're fighting with me,
right?
Like
what else do you have?
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like
it seems like she doesn't have a lot of crayons. Box. I'm just saying, like she has to go after your kid.
You're right.
Girl, bye.
Wrong or fair game? Halle Bailey gets a restraining order against DDG, which prohibits him from talking about their child or her on a live stream. Now, I don't want to talk about their restraining order because we don't know what's what with that. But is it wrong or fair game that he brings his child on live because she's complained about him having live when she actually goes live with the baby all the time?
Oh.
Yes. The difference is, so he does a stream, you know, like Kai Cenat and all that.
Yeah.
She just goes live on Instagram, but in my opinion,
isn't that
streaming is streaming.
Yeah.
So why is it okay for you to do it, but he can't do it?
Is it because of the period of time he does it?
I don't know. So that's what I'm saying. Is it wrong or is it fair game? And you being a mother, we'll start with you.
I don't know.
There's so many things you can't just say if they're wrong or right. You know what I mean? It's who's actually like the primary parent in here. And like for me, it's hard because I just went down a whole portal on Hallie ass, and she was talking about how she's the crazy one in the relationship. They like clipped up a bunch of videos of her saying prior to DDG how she's crazy, she's jealous, she's all these things.
Wow.
However, she's also in postpartum. You know what I mean? So I just think right now we just got to give her this first year because she's going through a lot of things, and she's going through it with one of the most famous people on this planet, and they're not together, and there's all kind of things. So
yeah, postpartum is real.
It's hard.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I think right now she's not speaking and doing what she's not moving in a way that she should be.
Yeah.
So I don't want to speak on it until a couple years pass, and then it's like, all right, you got your marbles back.
Yeah.
I think when parents decide not to put a child on the internet altogether, I understand that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But when you go live, like literally she went live on Mother's Day and was like, this is his favorite song. And then you get mad about him having the baby on streams. Like, I just think it's such a contradiction. It really feels like she just wants to control him. And I think I understand postpartum, but at the same time, we are in a day and age, and I don't know how much truth it is to even with the restraining order and the domestic abuse, but it is one of those things because that's what she got the restraining order from.
She had pictures of like
she had
her
pictures
being
of bruises
bruised
and then a
her
chipped
tooth
tooth.
chipped. Yeah.
Her teeth chipped?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but we also know that women can attack men and men can push a girl off, and you know, like there's so many layers to it.
Yeah.
That's why I don't like to comment on stuff like that because it's like there's so many layers, and then we found out more recent acts with other entertainers that shit come back and it'd be like, oh, it wasn't him.
Yeah.
Right.
So that's where it gets tricky. But when it comes to the kid and the streaming thing, I'm just like, I think it's wrong.
Yeah, if we're just gonna talk about the streaming and it's like you went on live stream, but then you're saying he can't go on live stream, that's wrong.
Yeah, that's just a control situation right there.
But
yeah, that's wrong.
That's someone trying to have the narrative of everything with especially the kid.
Yeah, trying to navigate in front of all these people is hard. So Ooh, I hope they figure it out.
Yeah, I hope they figure it out because you know we want to see them
not
win.
our Disney princess. I'm just like, girl, come on.
I just feel like he's like living. I feel like, in my opinion, I think DDG is just living his free life, and he makes so much money, and I think she's just watching and getting mad by the moment. That's how I'm interpreting.
I agree.
Because even when they bring her up on his streams, he bats for her. He's like, don't talk about her. I don't care if me and her are not getting along. I'm always going to protect her and my child. That's the mother.
Nice.
Like he be now. Granted, we know that people could do things in front of cameras.
Yeah,
so I don't know what happens behind the scenes. Right. But from what I see, it seems like he goes to bat for her even when they're not getting along. But he does have like an endless amount of money, and it just seems like he has the freedom to just go do whatever.
He's living his best life.
She's watching like, damn.
And that sucks for a woman. You just sacrificed your body and did all this, and now the person that you thought you were going to have this life with gets to go on and do everything while she's still dealing with being overweight, dealing with body issues. Like she sacrificed all this stuff, and he gets to live his best life. Like
also like just the
girl, save it for David. Girl, what do you mean sacrifice?
She did sacrifice her body. We can die when we give birth.
Okay. And that is a choice
the
too.
backlash that she got when she, you know, people found out that she was pregnant, like those things. And when you talk about like the fact that like she can't live her life, she is under that Disney contract, which is insane.
Yeah.
So you can't do or say and blah, blah, blah. Anything that you think that that's a whole different
Disney's a different type of chokehold.
Yeah,
like how they do their
that's
like
crazy.
Every actor, if you look at them and it's like paper trail, like you can just see how they go absolutely up great. It seems like everything is happy go lucky. Then right when they're free from that contract or break that contract, they go so far south. You be like, damn,
it's so controlled.
Yo,
it's insane. So like that could be a whole thing too. Like you're watching your baby daddy like just live his
while
free
you're
life
living in while you're living in
I feel like
live
with
in a
them,
Disney
it's the equivalent of
castle.
what Hollywood really is.
Yes.
It's fame and then rich.
Yes.
He's rich, she's famous.
Yeah.
Like she's walking red carpets, but he really has the money.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
Moral
and that's
of the
tricky part.
story, it's not about the baby. It's who you choose to have your baby with, ladies and gentlemen. So choose wisely. Okay?
Be like, ting, ting,
She made a good thing. Like, girl, your baby is loaded, honey.
Babe,
Like, he's gonna be, Shiloh gonna be set.
Yeah.
Anyways.
But also like the person, you want them to have a good, like at least head. Because they could be rich and all of that. But then if they're just all fuckery and
if the environment's messed, look at Future and Sierra. He had money.
Yeah.
Would you want a future life and cry in the Rolls Royce?
Was
or would
there
you
a
want to
future?
wrestle?
Was there a future though? Like in Future's life with all this
I
situation he
think
got going on?
with that, I don't know. I think Sierra preyed on it. Future was fine, and I think she was going after the look. And don't get me wrong,
And
I
he
think
was popping at the time. I think
no,
it
he
was
was
just like-
popping.
it was
I
the
think
right time,
Future
right moment.
has romantic moments. I genuinely think that. I seen
I can
Future and
see that.
Sierra
I think
back
he's
then
an
out.
avoidant attachment style, and I think that he
Ooh.
fetishizes
Okay, you going
women.
real deep. Go on.
That's what I
Oh,
think, and I think that he likes the
okay.
idea of being with women, but he can't commit, and that's just what it is.
Mm.
And those are love bombers, and love bombers tend to feed off of insecure women
Yep.
and
Mhm.
unhealed
Yes,
women.
I would rather cry in the back of the Rolls Royce. Just so we're
And
clear.
to answer your question,
To answer it
Hello.
all.
Got it. Honestly. Nah, if I'm gonna be crying, I might as well be loaded.
yeah.
for sure.
Okay, well, she got Russell. She's still in the Royals.
Anyways, we're gonna wrap things up. I want to end with what's next for you guys in your life. I'm gonna start with you, Alan. What's next?
Man.
What's next? I just got back from South Africa, so I'm
Yes.
I'm excited to kind of relax, get grounded,
Mm-hmm.
and like really have a dope summer.
Yeah.
Like
love
I
it.
want this summer to like be 2 years ago. Like 2 years ago, my summer was fire. Like I feel like the energy is shifting in LA. I feel like we about to be back outside in a positive way.
Mm-hmm.
That's what's next for me. It's gonna be a very chill but exciting summer. End of
Exactly.
I'm
year.
here for it.
That's
Yeah,
my-
me too.
I want that too. Shit.
Yeah.
Asia,
Right. Our
what's
summer
next?
ends.
That put
And
me
I
in.
white man.
A ring, okay.
Mhm.
I don't know. Honestly, for me, what's next is just bigger and better. I'm trying to break new ceilings.
Ooh.
Okay, I'm trying to break.
Because you've been doing your
new ceilings.
thing. Go off.
You know, I love what I do for a living. I think when you grow up in LA and you have Hollywood as your backyard, it can feel stale, you know, and it's kind of like, all right, what's next? What's next? And for me, I'm just trying to be better than I was yesterday. You know, I'm trying to be
right.
smarter. I'm trying to make money, but make that money stretch even longer, make my money work for itself, you know, do cool things with cool people that are intentional.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And that's that.
Yes.
I love
Do better.
that.
Yeah.
Make it better. Brittany, what's next?
Ooh, well, for this summer, my birthday's coming up, so I'm excited. Gemini over here.
Okay,
Oh,
crazy.
Yeah. That's okay. That's
Crazy.
okay. That's okay. I'm a triple Gemini, so I'm real vibey
Oh.
outside. Yeah.
Crazy,
yeah.
crazy.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah. But I'm very calm. But you know this.
Yeah.
Until you're not.
Yeah, until I'm not. Yes, until I'm not. But yeah, like you guys were saying, like it's just this summer feels like it's gonna be really fun, and just to a point where like, yeah, I want to feel a little bit grounded. I don't want to break the ceiling. I want to break the moon. That's where I'm going to. Like, I just want to be out of this world. Like, for summertime, I want all my friends outside. I want reckless hangover type shit. Like, that's the type of shit I want for this summer, because I feel like we've been robbed, like, the past 2 years of, like, just life in general of bullshit. Like, yeah, there is fun times we've had, but, like, I really want to have fun, and I want more connections.
Yeah.
Like, connections not as in, like, ooh, just job. That's great. But, like, connections with friends, like, really have, like, that old school summertime, like, school summer, you know, where it's really that nostalgia. Like, that's what I want. For this summer, I want to be outside.
It sounds like all of us need to hang out this summer. It sounds like we're on the same page.
Right. Yeah.
Well, Brittany just needs to come into
Right.
because we hang out all the time. Like,
Okay.
Like,
Well,
I'm
that's the
see y'all
thing.
outside.
I want to be
girl.
outside more. I've been really like just ducking, doing my shit, working, and just not keeping my head down, but just keeping myself tunnel vision.
Yeah.
Like, and now like I feel like this summer I can be like really outside, really. You won't find me. And if
We
you
will.
find, or you will find me, and it's excitement. Like,
Yeah.
I really want to bring that type of energy, because my birthday's coming, and I need
So
I
let's
need-
turn up
I
for the
need-
birthday,
Go.
girl.
I need real fun, and I don't need no no's. I need yeses, and I need all phones gone.
Ooh.
Yeah, I want you on an old school phone, like that shit
Ooh.
where, what's going on? No. I want you to talk about it.
Ooh.
I want the talks to
I'm
talk.
here for it. So let's
You
speak it
feel
all into existence. I want to thank all my guests for coming today. Give it up for Alan Christopher, Asia Shabazz, and Brittany Colombo. I want to thank you guys so much. This was fun.
This was great.
I had a great time.
Come
Please,
back
Congratulations.
again.
This is great.
I
Thank
love
you, guys.
this.
Come on, doing your dick one.
Doing that.
I know We need
All
this.
the viewers, please stay tuned. Like, subscribe, and share. Stay tuned for the next episode of What's Next with Jay Ryan. Thanks, guys.
Crazy. Lately I feel like escaping. I get so numb when I